What is an invitation? Why is it used for? Man is social by nature. We also call that man is a social animal. We hold many social functions, and invitations are extended to relatives. Extended means sent to relatives, friends, and clients on a number of social occasions such as marriages, birthdays, engagements, marriage anniversaries, appointment, promotion, or other public functions. An invitation is a formal or informal request to an individual to attend an event or social function. The invitation may also be for sports day, exhibition day, annual day function. We have already discussed the other purposes of invitation, such as for inviting to marriage parties, birthday parties, engagements, and the other reasons are these: sports day function, exhibition day, or annual day function. Invitation can be written by an individual or an organization, and this invitation may be addressed to a person or an organization. An invitation may also be through spoken words. That is, invitation may be through written words, or as well as we may also invite others by speaking. For example, we may use our mobile phone to invite someone. Invitation letters will help the host to have an account of the number of people who would be able to attend the event so that he could make the necessary arrangements. If you invite the other persons on mobile phones and you do not have any record of the same, you will not be able to have an idea of how many persons will attend your marriage party or birthday party. But when you print invitation letters and send it to others, you will have the counting of these invitation letters, so you can easily make the arrangement thereafter accordingly. It must be ensured that you send out the invitation letters well in advance. It is not that the marriage party is going to held tomorrow and you are inviting the persons today, because the other person who has to come to attend the marriage party or birthday party, it is possible that he may have other engagements, or it is also possible that the other person who is being invited may be residing 1000 kilometers away. He may have to make proper arrangement for traveling, such as by bus, by car, or by air. So the people who are invited can clear their schedules and make arrangements to come for the event. So we should send invitation to other persons well in advance. Now, there are two kinds of invitation letters. First is formal invitation and the other is informal invitation. First, we will discuss formal invitation. Formal invitation is of two types. First is printed invitation cards and the other is formal letter type invitation. When we use printed invitation cards, these are generally used for bulk invitations. When we are to invite a large number of persons to a particular function, we use printed invitation cards. So when we use these printed cards for bulk invitations when we want to invite our relatives, neighbors, colleagues, guardians to be present on a particular occasion like birthdays, weddings, inauguration of shop, house, etc. The name of invitee is not written on the card. When a person invites you for a marriage party or to his birthday party, whether he writes your name on the card, have you seen? that your name is printed on the invitation card. No, your name is not there. It is only on the envelope of the card which contains the card. So invitee means a person who has been invited to attend the function. Formal letter type invitation. This is the another type of formal invitation. When we use this, it is usually meant for chief guest, VIPs, special guests, judge for competition. Suppose we are running a school, then we want to invite a chief guest for the annual day function or sports day. We may also want other VIPs to be present on this occasion. We may also invite some persons to be the judge for any competition. So here we cannot use printed invitation cards. Here we have to write specific letter which is called formal letter type invitation to invite them, because we have to give some preference, or we have to show that they are very important for us. If we generally send a printed card, they will never come. So here we will use formal letter type invitation. In the case of school, we may use letterhead of the school institution to invite guests. In these invitations, the name of addressee means the person who is being invited as chief guest, VIP or special guest, appears prominently. That is, we address the letter to them. We will see the format of all these printed cards or formal letter type invitation in the coming slides. So now we have before us what are the features of a formal invitation. So far we have read the formal invitation is what? When we are to invite a large number of persons to attend a function, and we also use formal invitation in the shape of letter when we want to invite chief guest or VIP for a specific function. So features of formal invitation: the invitation should be written in third person, he, she, they, or by name. Do not use first person, I or we. We will see what it means in the coming slides. Simple present tense is used. Next, a polite and courteous tone is to be used. It is a single sentence presentation. When have you seen when you are invited for a marriage party, that is, you might have seen wedding cards. You will, if you go through the wedding card or birthday card, you will see that it is written in a single line. It is a single sentence presentation. If you have gone through the printed cards or others, you will never see signatures at the end. It is only printed. So another feature of formal invitation is that it is not to be signed at the end. Next, sixth, it out to explain why the party or event is being held. That is, the purpose of invitation has to be mentioned in the formal invitation. That is, we want to celebrate the marriage party, or we want to honor a particular person. Now comes the feature with regard to the length of the invitation. Length should be normally limited to 50 words. Next, it is generally enclosed in a box. That is, it should be written in a box. Suppose it is a paper. So in that paper, again, there is box. Here we invite someone. You will see in the next letter. That is, it is the paper. In that we again put a box, and the invitation is written in that box. In the case of VIP, which is being invited as chief guest, the name of VIP must appear prominently. Suppose you are inviting the people to come to attend to a annual day function or sports day. In that, you will also mention that the particular person has been invited to grace the occasion. That is, you will mention the name of chief guest in that annual day function card. Name of the invitee is not to be included. As already mentioned, if you have been invited for a wedding card or a birthday party or to come to the opening of a new shop, then in that card your name is not there. Your name is only mentioned on the envelope of the card. Address or name is written on the envelope. Formal invitation should mention 5 W's. That is what? That is what is the occasion? Whether it is the marriage party, it is the birthday party, or opening of a new shop, or it is being a party is being given on account of promotion, on account of passing of your child, or admission to a very prestigious institution. Next is when. That is date and time when the party or the function is to be held. It has also to be mentioned in the formal invitation. Next is where. That is where the function will be held, whether it will be held in the house or it will be held in a particular restaurant or in a hotel. You have also to mention the venue of the venue where the function will be held. Who? Name of the host. That is, at the start of the invitation, there is name of the host is given. That is who inviting you to the birthday party. Whether parents of the child are inviting you, whether your friend whose name is given as host, he is inviting you, or the school authorities, that is principal, staff, and other persons are inviting. That is, it is written on the card. It is also must that the name of host should be given in the invitation. Whom? Name of the person being invited. If already told, as already told, in the case of annual day function or sports day, name of the person who has been invited as chief guest or the name of the VIPs who have been invited is also mentioned on the card. Next, English etiquettes require the husband's name to be written first. That is, Mr. and Mrs. G. Joseph invite you to grace, to cordially invite you to attend the marriage ceremony of their son. That is in the English, that is in American English, Mr. is written first, there then comes Mrs. But so far as Indian culture is concerned, in Indian English, we normally write Mrs. and Mr. That is, in Indian English, we write the name of Mrs. first and then comes Mr. So, according to the tradition or the culture or the English language, a type of English which is being used in your country or in your area, the invitation card is accordingly to be started. Whether it is to be started with Mr. and Mrs. or whether it is to be written as Mr. and Mrs. and Mr. invite you. After Mrs. and Mr. name is also written. Next, 13th, details such as dress code or any other instructions are written at the bottom to the left or right as per choice or convenience. In the case of wedding card or birthday card, there is no such detail. But in the case of annual functions, normally there are some instructions written, such as no entry fees will be there. There is a restriction on the number of persons who can come to the function on each card. There may be also a detail in the wedding card, like you may not like that the persons who have been invited should come to the party along with some gift. In case of marriage card, some persons written also write at the bottom, no gifts, please. It is only as per your choice. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.